Hi friends, this is Dr. Abdequaem Chimthanawala. Once again, let me discuss some of the very unique and characteristic symptoms of a very frequently used remedy, that is Calcarea phos. You must have heard the symptoms of phosphorus which I have told in my last YouTube video. So let us see some of the very interesting symptoms of Calcarea phos that I have seen in my practice and has given me good results. See, you must have seen that Calcarea phos, that there are indications that elements from grief, elements from sorrow, elements from anticipation, these are definitely there, but there are some symptoms of Calcarea phos which are very, very important and important to understand. The first thing I have seen is anxiety. In Calcarea phos, there is anxiety from pain in the abdomen. And the patient classically tells, Doctor sir, whenever I get pain in the abdomen, I feel very anxious. मेरे को समझता नहीं क्या करूँ, क्या होगा. He always thinks what will happen to him, whether this, whether it's that disease. So there is a lot of anxiety whenever there is pain in the abdomen. And whenever there is anxiety, it is followed by palpitation, or you can say anxiety with palpitation. Whenever he becomes anxious, he feels that his heart has started beating more, anxiety with palpitation. And you'll be surprised, especially in children's. In children's, if there is anxiety and palpitation in children's, do think the first remedy should be Calcarea phos. It is very surprising that a child has palpitation because of anxiety, and if that is case, of course, then you must think about Calcarea phos. In Calcarea phos, one symptom in regarding to children's, I had a very interesting case of mesenteric glands in the abdomen swollen of a child. Taken a lot of painkillers but no relief. When he came to me, I found a very interesting symptom related to stomach, that is anxiety in the stomach in children's. Of course, anxiety in the stomach in children's, you have to remember two remedies that are very, very close in this case, and that is Calcarea carb and Calcarea phos. And that child, a typical Calcarea phos child, had mesenteric lymph nodes in the abdomen enlarged, and one dose of Calcarea phos 200 got relief in the complaints, and the ultrasound which was there, it came to normal. So this is a very, very important symptom of Calcarea phos in relation to stomach, especially in children. As you go further, now a typical Calcarea phos children, you must have seen Calcarea phos, good children, conscientious, likes to be cared and mesmerized and all. But I have found a very, very interesting symptom of Calcarea phos in child, and that is aversion to school. Aversion to school. So you have to remember, a child who has aversion to school, do think about Calcarea phos. And one more remedy, again a very rare remedy in this context, that is Natrum muriaticum. But Calcarea phos I have seen in many of patients that they have aversion to school. Okay, aversion to school. Do think when you get this symptom in your practice. Now, symptoms of children is going on. So one symptom that has to be known to, that is shirking. Shirking in children, especially during sleep. Shirking in children, especially during sleep. Think about Calcarea phos. Do think about Apis mellifica, pulsatilla, sulfur and lycopodium. These remedies I have found very useful in cases of children, especially shirking during sleep. Of course, a very, very important symptom of Calcarea phos mind is desires to travel. Desires to travel. And now, if you see desires to travel, there will be a lot of remedies with Calcarea phos. You can think about tuberculinum, you can think about carcinosin, you can think about iodine, magnesia, mercury. But let me add one symptom to desires to travel in Calcarea phos. I'll go one step further. In Calcarea phos, it is wander's desires to. WANDER, wander desires to. This is a more important symptom than desires to travel. So wander's desires to, you have to remember Calcarea phos with tuberculinum, bryonia and calibrome. Calibrome is also a very, very interesting remedy when the patient has desires to wander. So these are the very few important mental unique features of Calcarea phos which I have seen in my practice. Apart from the symptoms I told you, the normal symptoms of elements of anxiety and love and anticipation and punishment, these symptoms will give you very, very good results if you see in your practice. Let me tell you something about dreams of Calcarea phos. 2-3 symptoms are very important. First, a Calcarea phos patient desire dreams of fire. Dreams of fire again is a very, very important symptom, because This is a very unique symptom that you will encounter in your practice, that the patient feels as if everything is on fire. Of course, you may think about anacardium, Hepar McCarb or Loracerisis, but calcareous again is a very, very important symptom, dream, that is dreams of fire. And lastly, do think about when the patient comes and tells you that I'm dreaming, that is I'm going to this state, that state, here, there and all, dreams of journey. This is again a very important symptom of calcareous, dreams of journey. Do compare this symptom with tuberculinum, lachesis, Cilicia, McCarb or Apis mellifica, dreams of journey. So my dear friend, these are few important mental symptoms that I have seen in my practice and confirmed in lot many of patients that I am putting forth in front of you. So if you get these type of symptoms in your practice, do think about calcareous, especially if you have aversion to go to school. Do think about calcareous, because I have seen in lot many of patients, I have confirmed in lot many of patients this symptom is there. My dear friends, if you like this video, do share and subscribe. Thank you.